Welcome to our deep dive into Agentic AI.
Oh, this should be fun.
You've sent us a ton of articles and research,
A lot to unpack.
so clearly you guys are super interested in figuring out this whole new wave of AI.
It is a new wave.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about all the potential of Agentic AI,
Absolutely.
the investment opportunity.
Where's the money going?
Exactly, and what sets it apart from, all the other AI trends we've seen.
Because there have been a few.
There have been a few.
It's fascinating to see how quickly AI is evolving.
It is, really is.
We've moved from that era of LLMs like ChatGPT
Right.
to this new frontier
Yeah.
agentic AI.
Okay, so let's unpack that a little bit.
Sure.
Because it's not just about, generating content anymore.
No.
It's about independent action.
Yes, that's the key.
Okay, so independent action.
Yeah,
So that's a big jump.
it is.
What does that actually look like?
Wow.
Are we talking, robots making decisions on their own?
Not quite robots just yet, but you're getting the idea. The Agentic AI is all about AI systems that can act autonomously to achieve goals.
All right.
So think about it this way. You give the AI a goal,
Uh-huh.
and it figures out the steps to take it out. It adapts to changes along the way
Wow.
and ultimately gets the job done with minimal human intervention.
So it's not just following like pre-programmed instructions.
No.
It's actually problem solving and making decisions
Yes,
in real time.
that's exactly it.
That's wild.
It is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And that's really what makes it so different from, earlier forms of AI.
Okay.
We're seeing it applied in all these different fascinating ways.
Okay.
From cybersecurity to business operations to healthcare and even scientific research.
Okay, hold on. You're blowing my mind here.
I know, right?
Give me an example, like a real world example.
Okay, sure.
What's an agentic AI actually doing out there in the world right now?
Okay, let's take cybersecurity.
Okay.
Imagine an AI agent that's constantly monitoring network traffic,
Okay.
looking for suspicious activity. But it's not just passively scanning.
Right.
It's actively analyzing patterns, learning from past attacks, and adapting its defenses in real time.
So it's learning.
It's learning to
Yeah.
neutralize threats before they can even cause damage.
That's like having a digital security guard that never sleeps
Exactly.
and is always learning new tricks.
Yeah,
No wonder investors are excited about this.
of course they are.
So speaking of investors, you mentioned investment opportunities.
Yeah.
Where is the smart money going in this agentic AI space?
Well, investors are looking at two main types of AI companies.
Okay.
Native AI companies whose core product is AI,
Okay.
and then AI-powered or AI-enabled companies
Right.
who are using AI to enhance their existing offerings.
Got it.
The key for investors is to find companies that are not just riding the AI hype wave,
Of course. Yeah.
but are actually building solutions that solve real problems
Right.
in a defensible and valuable way.
So it's not just about throwing money at any company with AI in its name.
No.
They're being strategic
Yes,
and discerning about where they invest.
absolutely. They're asking tough questions.
Like what?
What value does this AI solution bring?
Uh-huh.
Can it be easily replicated by competitors?
Good question.
Is it mission critical for the customer? And of course, they're looking at the team, the data, the technology, and the ethical implications.
A lot.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a rigorous process.
It sounds like it.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
They're betting on the future.
Right.
So they need to be confident in their choices.
Makes sense.
And to find these promising companies,
Yeah.
they're utilizing what we call an AI sourcing flywheel.
Okay. Break that down for me.
All right.
What does an AI sourcing flywheel actually look like in action?
Well, it starts with establishing yourself as a thought leader in the AI space.
Okay.
This means attending industry events,
Uh-huh.
creating valuable content like blog posts, podcasts, and actively engaging on social media and even through targeted outreach.
So it's all about being visible and accessible, showing your expertise,
Yeah.
and building relationships within the AI community.
Exactly. And it's also about creating opportunities for collaboration.
Okay.
Venture capitalists are partnering with accelerators, universities, and even other VCs
Wow.
to create a thriving ecosystem where promising AI startups can connect with mentors, investors, and potential partners.
So it's like a win-win situation.
It is.
Investors get access to all these cutting-edge opportunities,
Yes.
and AI companies get the support they need to grow and thrive.
Exactly.
But this all sounds very high level.
Okay.
What about the actual nuts and bolts of agentic AI?
All right, let's get into it.
What are the key features that make it tick?
Well, one of the most important features of agentic AI is goal orientation.
Goal orientation.
Yeah, these AI systems are designed to achieve specific objectives,
Okay.
not just perform isolated tasks.
Right.
They break down complex goals into smaller, more manageable steps, and then autonomously figure out the best way to achieve each step, even if unexpected challenges arise.
So it's not just about following a script.
Right.
It's about adapting and improvising to get the job done.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
Yeah.
And this adaptability is another defining feature.
Okay.
These systems can learn from their experiences, adjust their strategies based on new information,
Wow.
and even anticipate future challenges based on past patterns.
So they're constantly evolving
They are.
and becoming more effective over time.
Yeah.
So it's like having an employee
Yeah.
who's always learning and getting better at their job
Right.
without needing constant supervision or retraining.
Exactly.
Sign me up.
And there's more.
Okay, there's more.
Another crucial feature is what we call chaining.
Chaining.
Yeah. Agentic AI systems can link together a series of actions to complete complex tasks.
Okay.
So think about a simple task like booking a flight.
Uh-huh.
An AI agent can not only find the best flights based on your preferences,
Right.
but it can also handle the entire booking process.
Okay. Including selecting seats, managing payment, and even arranging transportation to and from the airport.
Wow, that's a lot of steps.
It is.
It sounds like these AI agents are becoming incredibly sophisticated.
They are.
Yeah.
And the final key feature I'll mention is language understanding.
Okay.
Agentic AI systems are increasingly able to understand and interpret natural language.
So you can just talk to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's amazing.
It is.
It sounds like we're getting closer and closer to having AI systems that we can truly collaborate with,
I think so.
not just give commands to.
That's the idea.
Yeah, that's what makes it so exciting.
It is exciting.
It's not just about automating tasks.
Right.
It's about creating a new kind of partnership between humans and machines.
I agree.
One that has the potential to unlock all these incredible possibilities.
It does.
But before we get too carried away with the possibilities,
Okay.
let's talk about the reality of where agentic AI is today.
Right.
What are some of the current limitations?
And what are the challenges that researchers are still working to overcome?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is ensuring that these AI systems are robust and reliable. But we need to make sure that they can handle unexpected situations,
Right.
that they don't make costly mistakes,
Yeah.
and that they're resilient to attacks or attempts to manipulate them.
So it's about building trust
It is.
and ensuring that these AI systems are truly dependable,
Yes.
especially as they're given more and more responsibility.
Exactly. And another challenge is scalability.
Okay.
Right now, a lot of the impressive applications of agentic AI are still in research labs
Right.
or limited to very specific use cases.
Yeah.
To truly revolutionize industries, we need to figure out how to make these systems work effectively at scale,
Right.
across different domains and in complex real-world environments.
So it's not just about proving that these AI systems can work.
Right.
It's about making them work reliably
Yeah.
and consistently in the messy and unpredictable real world.
Yes.
That's a tall order. Yeah.
And that's why it's important to be realistic about the timeline for the widespread adoption of agentic AI.
Okay.
We're still in the early stages of development,
Got it.
and there's a lot of work to be done before we see these systems integrated into every aspect of our lives.
But the potential is clearly there.
It is.
And with so much investment and research pouring into this field,
Yeah.
it feels like it's only a matter of time before agentic AI starts to have a truly transformative impact on the world.
I agree. It's an exciting time to be watching this field.
It is.
We're on the cusp of a major technological shift,
Yeah.
and it's fascinating to see how it's all unfolding.
Speaking of unfolding, one company that's been at the forefront of the AI revolution
Yeah,
is OpenAI.
of course.
They've been making headlines with their advancements in large language models like ChatGPT.
Right.
How does their work connect to this broader trend of agentic AI?
Well, OpenAI's work is actually laying the groundwork for many of the advancements we're seeing in agentic AI. They're large language models with their ability to understand and generate human-like text are providing the building blocks for creating AI systems that can communicate effectively,
Right.
learn from vast amounts of data, and reason about complex concepts.
So even though ChatGPT itself might not be an agentic AI,
Right.
the technology behind it is paving the way for these more independent and action-oriented AI systems.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And OpenAI's success with their massive customer base and sky-high valuation,
They do pretty well.
they are,
Yeah.
is a clear indicator of the growing demand for AI solutions across all sorts of industries.
It's clear that AI is no longer just a futuristic concept.
No.
It's becoming a core part of how businesses operate and how we interact with technology.
Absolutely. And as we move further into the era of agentic AI,
Yeah.
we can expect to see even more dramatic shifts in how we live, work, and interact with the world around us.
And those shifts are happening right now.
They are.
We've got some fascinating examples of companies pushing the boundaries of agentic AI.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And we'll be diving into those in just a moment. But first, a quick word from our sponsor.
And we're back diving deeper into this world of agentic AI, where the line between science fiction and reality is blurring faster than ever before.
You know, it's funny you should mention science fiction because I used to think of AI agents as something out of a movie like those super intelligent computers that could outsmart humans.
Right.
But now it's becoming clear that these systems are actually capable of doing some pretty amazing things in the real world.
You're right. And one of the most exciting things about this field is that it's not just limited to big tech companies like OpenAI. We're seeing a wave of startups emerging,
Oh, really?
bringing fresh perspectives and innovative solutions to the table.
Okay, you've piqued my curiosity.
Yeah.
Give me some examples. What are these startups doing that's pushing the boundaries of agentic AI?
Let's start with a company called U.com.
U.com.
Yeah, they're taking on the giants of the search engine world
Wow.
with an AI-powered platform that they claim is faster, more private, and more accurate than anything out there.
Wow. That's a bold claim. How are they backing that up?
They're leveraging a combination of their own large language models and other leading models, connecting them directly to the web.
Okay.
This allows them to access and process information in a way that traditional search engines simply can't match.
So it's not just about having a fancy algorithm.
Right.
It's about having access to the right data and the ability to process it intelligently.
Exactly. And U.com is also focusing on user privacy, which is a big differentiator in today's data-driven world.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not tracking your every move or selling your information to advertisers.
Okay.
They're building a search experience that's both powerful and respectful of your privacy.
That's definitely a refreshing approach, and from what I'm hearing, it seems to be resonating with users.
It is. They've seen impressive revenue growth with month-over-month increases exceeding 100%.
Wow.
And their user retention rate is sky high, which tells you that people are finding real value in what they're offering.
So they're not just a flash in the pan, they're actually building a sustainable business.
Absolutely. And they've attracted the attention of some big names in the tech world, with investments from firms like Norwest Venture Partners and Salesforce.
It sounds like they're definitely a company to watch. Okay,
Right.
What else have you got? What other startups are making waves in the agentic AI space?
Let's move from search engines to the complex world of healthcare.
Okay.
There's this fascinating startup. We won't name them for privacy reasons.
Okay.
But they've developed a large language model specifically trained on medical data.
Okay, this sounds intriguing. What kind of medical data are we talking about?
They've amassed a massive data set of over 2 billion medical records,
2 billion.
including doctor's notes, lab reports, insurance claims, and more.
Wow.
It's an incredible treasure trove of information that has the potential to revolutionize how we diagnose, treat, and manage diseases.
2 billion records. That's mind-blowing. But how are they actually using all that data?
They've created an API
Okay.
that can extract structured healthcare data from all those unstructured text documents.
Okay.
So imagine you're a researcher studying a particular disease.
Right.
Instead of having to manually sift through mountains of patient records,
Yeah, that would take forever.
you can use this API to instantly pull out all the relevant information organized and ready for analysis.
That could save researchers countless hours
It could.
and accelerate the pace
Yes.
of medical discoveries.
Exactly. And it's not just for research.
Okay.
This API can also be used by healthcare providers to streamline their workflows, improve patient care, and even develop personalized treatment plans.
It sounds like they're unlocking a whole new level of efficiency and insight in the healthcare industry.
They are, and they're already working with some major players, including 2 of the top 5 insurance companies in the U.S.
Wow.
They're also collaborating with prestigious institutions like the Mayo Clinic and Snowflake, which shows you the level of trust and credibility they've already established.
It's amazing to see how agentic AI is being applied in such a wide range of industries, from search engines to healthcare and beyond. Are there any other examples you want to share before we move on?
One more, and it's a company that's addressing a critical challenge in the AI world,
Which
disputing power.
Okay.
It's called Infinity AI.
Infinity AI.
And they're developing a new type of AI processor that's inspired by the human brain.
Okay, now that's something I haven't heard of before. What's so special about these brain-inspired processors?
As the demand for AI continues to grow, we're bumping up against the limits of traditional computing hardware.
Right.
Moore's law, which has driven the exponential growth of computing power for decades, is starting to slow down.
Hmm.
Infinity AI is looking for a new way forward,
Yeah.
and they're finding inspiration in the incredibly efficient way that our brains process information.
So they're trying to build AI that's not just smarter, but also more energy efficient
Yes.
and potentially even more powerful than what we have today.
That's the goal. They're creating what they call full-stack thermodynamic AI, including semiconductor-based devices that can operate at room temperature, mimicking the way our brains function.
It sounds like they're taking a very different approach to AI hardware. Are they actually making progress, or is this still mostly theoretical?
They're still in the early stages, but they've already attracted significant investment from some prominent venture capital firms and angel investors, including the founders of companies like Cohere, Perplexity, and even Coinbase.
That's a pretty strong vote of confidence. It sounds like they're onto something big.
It's definitely a company to keep an eye on, and it's a great example of how the field of agentic AI is attracting not just talented engineers and researchers, but also investors who are willing to bet on the future of this technology.
Speaking of investors, you mentioned earlier that venture capitalists are using this sophisticated AI sourcing flywheel to find promising AI startups.
Mhm.
Can you unpack that a bit more? What does that flywheel actually look like in practice?
It's about building a strong presence and reputation within the AI community. It starts with establishing yourself as a thought leader. This means attending industry conferences, publishing insightful articles or blog posts, hosting webinars, and generally being an active and engaged member of the AI conversation.
So it's about being visible and accessible to the AI community, demonstrating your expertise and passion for this technology.
Exactly. And it's also about creating valuable content and experiences that attract the attention of AI startups.
Okay.
This could involve hosting pitch competitions, organizing workshops for entrepreneurs, or even sponsoring research projects at universities.
So it's not just about waiting for the right companies to come to you.
Yeah.
It's about actively seeking them out and nurturing their development.
Precisely. And another important element of this flywheel is building a strong network of partners,
Okay.
including other venture capitalists, accelerators, incubators, and even academic institutions.
Got it.
It's about creating a collaborative ecosystem where promising AI startups can thrive.
It sounds like a lot of work, but also very rewarding.
It is, but it's essential work if we want to see the full potential of agentic AI realized.
Okay, so let's say you've found a promising AI startup, you've done your due diligence, and you're ready to invest. What are the key things you're looking for before you write that check?
Well, first and foremost, we're looking for companies that are solving real problems with their AI solutions.
Right, not just a cool technology.
Exactly. It's not enough to just have a cool technology. It needs to have a clear application and a demonstrable impact on the world.
So it's about finding companies that are not just riding the AI hype wave,
Right.
but are actually creating something of value.
Exactly. And we're also looking for companies that have a strong team in place.
Right, the people behind it.
Yeah, we want to see a team that has the technical expertise to build and scale their AI solutions, but also the business acumen to bring those solutions to market effectively.
So it's not just about the algorithms, it's about the people behind them.
Absolutely. And we're also looking for companies that have a clear understanding of their market and a solid business plan. We want to see that they've thought through their go-to-market strategy, that they have a realistic path to profitability, and that they're prepared to navigate the challenges of the ever-evolving AI landscape.
It sounds like a very thorough evaluation process.
It is, and we also take into consideration the ethical implications of the AI solutions being developed.
Right.
We want to make sure that the companies we invest in are committed to using AI in a responsible and ethical way,
Of course.
in a way that benefits humanity as a whole.
That's an important point, especially as AI becomes more powerful and pervasive in our lives.
It is, and that's why we're so excited about the potential of agentic AI. It has the power to solve some of the world's most pressing problems, from climate change to healthcare to education. But it's crucial that we develop and deploy these technologies responsibly with a clear understanding of their potential impact on society.
It's a balancing act, finding the right balance between innovation and responsibility.
It is, but it's a balance we need to find if we want to create a future where AI empowers us, not overwhelms us.
And speaking of empowering, let's talk about a company that's taking a particularly innovative approach to AI investing. Untapped Ventures. What can you tell us about them?
Untapped Ventures is a fascinating firm that's specifically focused on investing in AI companies that are addressing social challenges.
So they're not just writing checks.
No,
They're actively supporting the companies they believe in.
exactly. They have a unique approach that emphasizes community building and mentorship alongside their financial investments.
It sounds like a very holistic approach.
It is, and they have a strong track record of identifying and nurturing promising AI startups that are using this technology to make a positive impact on the world.
What kind of companies are they targeting? What are they looking for in an AI investment?
They're interested in companies that are building the next generation of AI technologies, particularly in areas like agentic AI, horizontal AI, and AI infrastructure.
Okay.
They're looking for companies that are solving real-world problems and have the potential to create significant positive impact.
It sounds like they're playing a key role in shaping the future of AI, not just from a technological perspective, but also from a social impact perspective.
They are, and they're not just focused on making money. They're also committed to building a more equitable and inclusive AI ecosystem, one that benefits everyone, not just a select few.
That's a commendable mission.
Yeah,
But let's bring it back to our listener for a moment.
yeah.
We've been talking a lot about the exciting potential of agentic AI, but I'm sure some people are also feeling a bit apprehensive.
Sure.
One of the biggest concerns people have about AI is the potential for job displacement. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a valid concern, and to be honest, some jobs will inevitably be automated as AI becomes more sophisticated.
Right.
But it's important to remember that technology has always disrupted the job market. The Industrial Revolution, the rise of computers, the internet, each of these brought about significant changes in the types of jobs that were available.
So you're saying it's not about stopping technological progress.
Right.
It's about adapting to it.
Exactly. And history has shown that new technologies also create new jobs. Right. We may not be able to predict exactly what those jobs will be, right, but we can be sure that there will be a need for people who can design, build, maintain, and manage these AI systems.
So it's not about humans versus machines.
No.
It's about humans and machines working together.
Precisely, the most successful companies and individuals will be those who embrace AI as a tool to augment their own capabilities, not as a replacement for human ingenuity and creativity.
That's a reassuring perspective. But let's be honest, there will be some people who are displaced by AI. What can be done to help them transition to new roles?
We need to invest in education and training programs that equip people with the skills they need to thrive in an AI-powered economy.
Right.
This includes technical skills like coding and data science,
Right.
but also soft skills like critical thinking, problem solving, and communication.
So it's about preparing people for the jobs of the future.
Yes.
Not just the jobs of the past.
Exactly. And it's also about creating a safety net for those who are displaced, such as providing in-time support and retraining opportunities.
It's clear that navigating the transition to an AI-powered world will require a concerted effort from governments, businesses, and individuals. But let's not forget that we have agency in shaping this future. We can choose to embrace the opportunities that AI presents and use it to create a better world for ourselves and generations to come.
Well said, and I would add that the best way to prepare for the future is to stay informed, stay curious, and stay engaged in the conversation. The future of AI is being written right now, and we all have a role to play in shaping it.
That's a powerful message to end on. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the explosive growth of OpenAI to the rise of agentic AI, the investment landscape, the potential benefits and risks, and even the implications of this transformative technology in the job market. But most importantly, we've highlighted the agency we all have in shaping this future. It's up to each of us to decide whether we'll be passive observers or active participants in the AI revolution. We encourage you to continue exploring, asking questions, and engaging in the conversation. The future is here, and it's full of possibilities. It's been incredible exploring this world of agentic AI.
It really has.
They're seeing how it's impacting industries,
Yeah.
attracting investors, sparking all this innovation across the board.
Absolutely.
But before we wrap up, I kind of want to zoom out for a minute and consider the bigger picture.
Okay, sure.
We've touched on some potential downsides,
Like what?
like job displacement.
Right, right.
But what about the broader impact of agentic AI on society as a whole?
Oh, it's a crucial question to consider.
It is.
Agentic AI has the potential to reshape not just industries,
Right.
but how we live, how we work, and how we interact with the world around us.
That's a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
As these AI systems become more sophisticated and integrated into our daily lives,
Yeah.
it's essential to think about the social and ethical implications.
Right. It's not just about the technology itself. It's about how we use it
Yeah.
and the values we embed in it.
Exactly. One area where agentic AI raises some really important questions is decision making.
Okay.
As we delegate more and more decisions to AI systems, we need to make sure that those systems are making choices that align with human values and ethics.
So it's not just about building AI that's smart.
No.
It's about building AI that's ethical
Yes.
and responsible.
Precisely. We need to think carefully about issues like bias, transparency, and accountability.
Okay.
How do we ensure that AI systems are fair and impartial in their decision-making?
Right.
How do we make their reasoning processes transparent and understandable to humans?
Yep.
And who is ultimately responsible when an AI system makes a mistake or causes harm?
Those are some tough questions.
They are.
And it sounds like we need to start addressing them now,
I agree.
before these AI systems become so deeply integrated into our lives that it's difficult to course correct.
We need to be proactive, not reactive.
Right.
We need to involve ethicists, social scientists,
Yeah.
policymakers, and the public in these conversations.
Get everyone involved.
Yeah. The future of agentic AI should be shaped by a diverse range of uses,
Yeah.
not just by technologies.
It's a good point. It's a reminder that the future of AI isn't predetermined.
It's not.
It's something we're actively creating
Yes.
through the choices we make today.
That's a powerful point, and it's why I believe it's so important for everyone to engage in this conversation, not just experts.
Yeah.
The more people understand about AI, its potential, and its challenges,
Yeah.
the better equipped we'll be to navigate this new landscape and ensure that AI is used for good.
It's easy to get caught up in the hype and the excitement of new technology,
It is.
but it's essential to step back and consider the bigger picture.
Absolutely. And I'm optimistic that we can rise to the challenge.
Me too.
We have the opportunity to shape a future where agentic AI helps us solve complex problems,
Yeah.
create new opportunities, and build a more just and sustainable world.
That's a vision worth striving for, and I think it's the perfect note to end on this. This deep dive has been a whirlwind tour of agentic AI, from its technical underpinnings to its potential impact on industries, investment society, and even the future of work.
It really has.
But I think most importantly, we've highlighted the agency we all have in shaping this future.
We do have a choice.
It's up to each of us to decide whether we'll be passive observers or active participants in this AI revolution. And with that, we encourage you to keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. The future is full of potential, and it's up to all of us to shape it wisely and responsibly. Thanks for joining us.